Hi everyone, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to use 2D9 Linux command everyone should know. Salut mes amis, j'espère que vous allez très bien. Dans cette leçon, nous allons donc voir ensemble comment utiliser le Linux command. Mbote na bandeko nyonso boza kolanda nga lelo na kokoach bino ndenge nini toutilisaka bacommande ya Linux eza nango kaka 39 command. Alors lelo bakasi bozala mituna botindela ngai yango na osala nyonso na répondre bino. Merci mingi. So when you look at you watch the other video, you're gonna see I teach you guys how to install the Kali and Ubuntu in VirtualBox. So that way you don't have to install this again. In case you don't know how to install, so you can install that. You can watch the other courses first, and then when you finish, you come and then you watch this. Okay. So you're gonna see I install Ubuntu and Kali. Okay, so if you watch the other video, you're gonna understand. So Kali, most of the time the hacker use it, and then Ubuntu home user. Okay, and then CentOS most of the time the college or university. Okay, so you don't have to buy them. No, all of them are free. Okay, so when you watch the other video, you're gonna see how I download them, how I install them. You're gonna understand. Okay, so you're gonna see I download the virtual machine, the virtual box first, and then I download the so when you go online, please watch the other video first. Okay, not this one. You watch the other course first. You're gonna see how you can install them. When you're done, and then you can install Ubuntu. After you're done with Ubuntu, you can install Kali, or you can install Kali first. After that, Ubuntu. It's okay, right? So these are the command you have to we're gonna use. Okay, so we have 39 command and we're gonna use them. Now if you don't get it, don't panic, it's okay. So we're gonna cover this command. Okay, so some of you may say, then what the benefits and the point of using this command? To be honest with you, since you're a beginner, you're not gonna understand a lot, but it's okay. I'm gonna try my best as I can to help you. Okay, so when we do the demo, you're gonna understand. So you see this command, we use this if you want to change the password. Okay, if you want to change the password, we use this command. Okay, and then else when we do the demo, you're gonna understand. It's list the directory and the file. When we do it, you're gonna understand. So W, when we tap it, in case you don't get it, when we do the demo, you're gonna understand, because I can just speak, but when we do the practice or the lab, you're gonna understand. Okay, and then you're gonna see also the CD. CD. So what happened? I'm not talking about like the CD, like this CD, like this. No, I'm not. I'm not talking about this. Okay, so when you watch the other video, you're gonna see I was talking about the argument and the option and the argument. You're gonna understand that. Okay? So CD, some CD, what happened when you type CD? It's changed the directory and move around the system. You're gonna see it. And the ID at midnight, who PWD, all those commands you're gonna understand. Okay, and some of you may say, some of these commands you can use them in a window. In window, some of them work, some of them don't work there. Okay, like for example, if you type host name in window, it's gonna work. If you type host name here, it's gonna work. If you type who am I, it's gonna work here. Windows, same thing, but not some of the command from Linux. It works in window. No, it's not gonna work. No. So in case of PWD, it stands for print working directory. Okay, but when we do the lab, you're gonna understand. So we're gonna go on computer, we're gonna do the lab, and then we're gonna see benefits of knowing this. Okay, so we're gonna go on the computer, and then we're gonna work on it when we finish, and then we're gonna move on to the different one. Okay, so let's go on the computer, and do it. Okay, so now we're gonna type so this one is like if you want to change the password. Let's say I want to change my password. So changing the password. If you want to change your password, like on Windows, the way we change the password, right? And that's how we do it here in um in Linux. So for example, if I log into my virtual machine and then I want to change my Windows 10 password, oh, there's a different way I can do it. I can go to uh well, because since it's not the part of window, right? I don't wanna give you guys window and Mac at the same window and Linux at the same time. So let's focus on Linux, okay? So this is how we change the password. You change the password here, okay? But in this case, we don't have to change it, okay? So I'm just gonna leave the way it is. So the next command is ls. Okay, we tap ls. Now you see when I tap it, the letter is kind of small, really small. If you want to make it bigger, you type control, okay, CTRL and plus. It's gonna make it bigger. Okay, it's gonna make it bigger. That way you guys can see it. Okay. Now we're gonna type ls. I did already. Enter. So you're gonna see in my the other video. Please watch my the other video. The first one you're gonna understand. Okay. So I have the folder called Africa, Asia, desktop, download, music, public, video, America, Australia, document, Europe, picture, template. Now in Linux or Unix, we don't call this folder, okay? We call this directory. Okay? So we don't call this folder. And then in Linux or Unix, everything is a file, okay? We don't have the physical like in Windows we have local disk, okay? Or in Linux we don't have it. In Windows or Mac you have that, but or however in Linux we don't have those physical like that. We don't have it, okay? The next command we're gonna type is W and then enter. So you're gonna see some information here. You see user, this TTY, you see number, the time. Look, you don't get it, don't panic. Myself, when I started learning Linux, I did not understand. It was new to me. If you cannot understand Windows, you're gonna have a hard time to understand Linux. So my recommendation is start with Windows first. In Windows, there's a different part. Okay, we have when you go most of the time if you are new to Canada, you don't understand that much, or in US, okay, the computer science they're gonna teach you is a little bit different, especially in Africa. You're gonna learn about the PowerPoint, all those kind of stuff. It's not similar to this, okay? I don't want to say too much, but try to learn. If you don't have a computer, get a computer. Try to practice. Okay, practice. Don't let some, like, if you want somebody to teach you everything, you just sitting there watching. You're not gonna learn. So you have to practice. Okay. So let clean this. We're gonna type C this. You're gonna see the differences. You see here, you got some like a little symbol here. You got a little something here also different. This is symbol and this don't look the same, right? Don't worry. We have to go step by step. I'm gonna explain to you guys why we use this. You're gonna see we have something called the root, the top root. watch my lecture first, the one I explained to you. Watch the other video first. Watch that, please. You're gonna understand. We have the root, okay? So and we type cd. It brings us back to here. Now, if we go, let me clean this, please. If we go cd, I go back like that, and then I type. It's in cd. When I type ls, this is what we have inside of this. Now, let me clean this. If we type and this is what we got inside of the, okay, inside the root, we got all these. Now, if you want to know where Damba is located, Damba is inside of the home. You see, it's here inside. Damba is here inside. You may say, how? I'm going to show you guys. Just going to close this for a second. Now, when we go to system, for example, inside of the system, I was talking about the system. Please watch my my lecture. You're gonna understand. Please watch that first. Okay, you see this one like a bin. You click on it. What is inside? There's a lot of stuff here. You don't get it. You're not gonna understand that. If I click inside here, the building, there's a lot of stuff here. If I click, for example, here, there's a lot of stuff. So you have to practice, okay? Please practice. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's say, for example, I go to here, Microsoft, this PowerShell. There's a lot of there's. So if I go to home, you see numbers here. If I go to number, and then you're gonna see what I got inside of number. This is what I got inside of Damba. So Africa, America, Asia, Australia is inside of Damba. Okay. Now, if I go back and then let's say I go here, just stop here and gonna go back bigger because you guys have to see. Let's say I type cd it's gonna bring me back to home. Let's say I type cd, let's say cd. Yeah, so because of the time I don't want to give you guys too much id. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of stuff there, a lot, but don't panic if you don't get it. It's okay if you don't get it. And let's say let's clean this. Let's say you do some work at night or those kind of stuff. Let's put at midnight, okay? Midnight, okay? You see, let's say for example, yeah, why and the password. Let's say yeah. If you don't get it, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so it's done. Let's clean this. Oh, sorry. That's command doesn't work here, only in window. Yeah. So let's say you wanna type at something like this. You see? So it's warning. Okay. So in this case, we're not gonna focus on this one, okay? Because I just wanna show you guys the command. Okay? What the command does, okay? So when we start doing like script, all those kind of stuff, and then I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't learn this in school, just myself. I bought some books, read, practice. That's how I end up knowing a lot of stuff. To be honest with you guys, if you want to learn a lot about computer, don't let your professor teach you everything. No, it doesn't work like that. So we're gonna type who command showing us Damba, the time, the so it's showing us like home Damba. You see this like slash. This one is like a folder, but it's a directory, okay? Which means that home is a directory, Damba is a directory, okay? So we're gonna so now we're gonna look at the other command. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go on machine, and then we're gonna tap them, and you're gonna see exactly what I was talking about. So here you're gonna see we have errors and more. So this one we you're gonna hear the term we say pop, like pop line, right? You're gonna hear something like that, and then the host. When you type a host in your window, you're gonna see. When you go in CMD, you tap this, you're gonna see. Same thing with host name I was talking about. Okay, so we're gonna tap this. We're gonna go to my machine. Okay, we're gonna go to machine, and then we're gonna do the demo there. Okay, so if you don't get it, it's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. um I remember back in the day I had the same problem. I didn't know much about Linux, so it was like new to me. If you are a Windows user or Mac user, you have no knowledge on Linux. At the beginning you're gonna struggle because it's like, let's say you speak Portuguese, okay, and then uh you decide to move to North America to master English, or Japan or China to learn their language. So at the beginning, you're gonna struggle, okay? So we're gonna go on computer, and then we're gonna use virtual machine, and then to do the lab there, okay? So we're gonna go there, and then I'm gonna turn my machine on, and then we're gonna type the same command, okay? Yeah. Use different command, okay? So if we type ls, or just to see what it give us. So you see, when we type this, it's similar like when you type tree. It's almost like the same. Africa, America, Asia, Australia, desktop, document, download, Europe, music, pictures, public, template, video, right? Now if we type host, huh? So you're gonna see a lot of information here about the IP, all those kind of stuff. If you don't get it, it's okay. You're gonna see about the TCP, UDP, a lot of stuff here. But if you don't get it, please don't panic, okay? Look at this. Let's say we want to make a directory. Make a directory. We're gonna call this. Let's see. Let's call this Michigan. Michigan. Let's call this Michigan. Thus, Michigan is right here. And let's make another directory. Let's call this Ontario. Thus, Ontario is right here. Here it is. Let's make a directory. Let's call this Congo. Control. Thus, right there. And let's make a directory. We call this Kivu. Okay. Thus Evo is right here. Okay. Let's make a directory. Let's call this Cuba. Thus Cuba is right here. In this, let's make a directory. We're gonna call this let's see, Quebec. Quebec. Thus right there. Now if we go if this, then more, enter. So you're gonna see we have Africa, America. So Africa is a directory. America is a directory. Asia is a directory. Australia is a directory. Oh, you see here I put a Santra. You know what? You know why I end up having two Santra and Congo? So when you create them, they cannot be separately. They can't. That's why you see I end up having them differently here. Instead of them being on one, so when you put the space, so it's seeing it as a two. Okay? So you have to be careful. Now, Cuba, all these are directory. Okay. Now, uh, yep. Now, let's say we wanna create a file. I mean, let's call this Grand Rapids. If I make space, it's gonna be like two of them. Okay, and it's let's see. Yes, and then enter. You're gonna see we have Grand Rapids. So this one is a file. It's not uh the folder, okay, or directory. No, because even when you take a look, it has a different color. Huh? Now let's create another one. Let's call this Hamilton. For example, it's to do that. Or we also use Echo, okay, like this. Okay, to create the directory. We also use something called cat, okay, to create the to create the file, okay. But in this case, we're just gonna use this, okay. So catch return, okay, in this, okay. Plus Hamilton is here, right here. Now let's create another one. We're gonna call this let's call this Paris. If you tap this, here, plus, see, Paris is right here. Let's create London. Huh? London is right here. Let's create another one. Catch, sorry, oops, catch. Let's create color. We have Makala. Let's create the other one for this patch. Okay. Now let's create another one for Wumbu. And we're gonna click. Let's create another one. Okay. Create another one called Giri Giri. Else, we got it. So you can see the differences that the directory or the folder, the color is different. Boom, the file, the color are white. The directory or the folder, the file are blue. So let's see. You see, so when you take a look, you see when we type tree, you can see the way trees look like. Okay, you have like a line here and showing you exactly what it is. Now if I clear this, I go else is a more, it's a little bit different. You see here, it's a little bit different. So it's type host name. Host name is Damba, similar when we use window. And then so you see here we have, you're gonna see we got R, W, R. You're gonna see when you watch the lecture, you're gonna understand. However, I'm gonna teach you guys the meaning of the. Sometimes you're gonna see like R is for reading permission, reading permission. W is for writing permission. We use also X, this one for execute. Okay, so don't get it, don't panic. Huh? Huh? Let me like to this one. Okay, now when we use, for example, let's say we type it right there. If we use MV, MV, and let's say we wanna use Africa. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna use this for folder and the directory. I mean the directory and the file. You're gonna see the result. Okay. So if I go Boombo, example Boombo X. Okay. Enter. See, something's missing. Okay. Because I wanna show you guys when you do the troubleshooting, you need to understand. We're gonna come here and then else. Let's say we type MV Africa. Okay, something is missing. Okay, now we're gonna clean this. We're gonna tap MR. I mean RM. Or let me tap this. Let's say RM and I type boom boom. So I wanna show you guys what you get when you do that. And X. See. Now if we go ls, we go ls. See, you don't have a boombo. Boombo disappear. It's gone. We don't have boombo here. That's the right command we use when you remove the folder. I mean the file. And let me clean this. Ls. You see, we don't have a boombo here anymore. Okay. So when we go back, this is the command I use. Let's say I go back here, I type let's say uh Paris, for example. Paris, okay? That Paris. And text. Okay? This is the one we want to remove. Enter. Okay? And when we type ls, see, Paris is gone. We don't have a Paris here. It's gone. That's how you remove the file inside of the, when you use Linux, that's how we remove it, okay? So I want to show you guys, okay? Now we're going to use a different command, okay? If you don't get it, it's okay. In this, let me clear this. So, okay? Now we're going to type the, yeah, so you see how I use those commands. Now we're going to look at a different one, okay? Like I said, try your best as you can to practice. You know, you don't get it, please rewatch again over and over. You should be good, okay? Because most of the time, if you are new, you don't know much about it, and then you're gonna struggle a lot. But don't give up, okay? So my advice: you don't give up, keep practicing. You're gonna be okay. All right. So this command, we're gonna use those command now. Okay. So in case you don't get it, like I say, try again, because I can speak, talk, but without practicing, it's gonna be harder for you. Okay, so we're gonna practice. Okay, the more you practice, you're gonna gain a lot of knowledge. Okay, on a solo bawana pratique. Pratiquer. So go pratiquer, on comprendre malam. Ok, alors donc il y a une machine. Donc travailler ensemble. Ok, donc travailler ensemble. Donc là, ça bino ndenge nini to salara yango. Ok, alors moi temps, mais temps vraiment ming depo. Comment tu dois utiliser nyon surtout ESA 39. Ok, so yeah, so we're gonna use a virtual machine. So and then we're gonna do the demo there. Okay, so we're gonna go back in my machine and then we're gonna do the demo there. All right, so it's okay, because I want to practice the command I show you guys. That way you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys see me, I use this all the time. This command, it show us the date, okay? And then this one's for clean, okay? So let's say exit. We're out of it. Okay? If you want to go back, we can click here. We go right here, application, and then we go here, okay? And then make this bigger, control plus. And then this command, I'm just gonna show you guys a lot of command, okay? One, it's showing us the date. You can see here, okay? But if you don't get it, it's okay. Please don't panic. Okay? And then the history to know like all the command we type. Okay, let me clear this. If you wanna know the command we type, all this, we're gonna type history. Okay? So it's gonna show us everything we did. In case you don't get it, you forgot what you were doing. All the command we did is here. Okay. Okakobo sanaki ba command itu bande salelaki yango like so nyonso tu. Okay. So gonna show you this. Okay. And when I type, for example, job, in case nothing is really, and so we're gonna clear this. Yes, this one, if you don't get it, what they do, it's okay. You see, like there's a number here, all these here. You don't get it. You see this one here, this one. In case you don't get it, I'm gonna show you when I teach you guys. I'm gonna explain to you guys the other course we do when it's a part of I prepared that course for you guys, but I'm gonna put it on online later on because I have to go step by step. I'm gonna explain to you guys about this. If you don't get it, it's okay. You don't get it, so it's okay because some of you may say, then what is this PID and this? It's okay. Don't panic if you don't. But I have a course. I prepare. I'm gonna explain to you guys also about this system. Um, have huh? Nano is it's like Microsoft. You know, like when you use Microsoft Word, like where Office, where you type, you write. It's similar. We have Nano. We have also VI. We have also the other one like this. We have some of them. It's called like something like this. So don't panic. For example, let's say this one. You see, this is what I'm talking about, and then you start typing here. Okay, but if in case you don't get it, it's okay. It's okay. So in case, let's say here, this one, enter, same, you see this one? So I want to show you guys exactly, but when we start using them, you're going to understand. We're going to go step by step. Okay, step by step. We're going to go step by step. Or help the poor children in Uganda. It's okay. So I see. And here, let's say we type yeah, this one, or let's say nano, this one, okay? See, so we type here inside, eh? We type here, but I'm gonna show you guys step by step how we use it. I prepare everything. I don't want to just jump, give you this, give you that. No, I don't want that, okay? So we're gonna go step by step. So in case if I type sleep, right? If I type sleep, let's say 2200, it's gonna sleep for that time. So to stop that, we need control. You hold control and C, okay? At the same time, you're gonna get out from okay. So yeah, so now we're gonna look at the other command. Okay, we're gonna do same thing. So I'm gonna go back to my virtual machine and then we're gonna practice more. Okay. So these one are the list of the command we're gonna do again, okay? So if you don't get it, it's okay, okay? We're gonna try our best as we can to practice. Some of the command can work, some of them maybe not, but I'm gonna try my best as I can to help you guys, okay? So for example, when you see in this case here, this one, okay, it's we can create a folder called Congo or the file. I mean, when I say the folder, it means directory. Okay, in Linux we don't Linux or Unix we don't say folder. We say directory. Okay, because everything in Linux or Unix is a file. Okay, so we're gonna use this command. All right. So if you don't get it, keep trying. Should be good. Okay. So my advice to you, in case you don't get it, watch my the other video before you watch this. Okay, so we're gonna go to my virtual machine, we're gonna do the demo there. All right, so if we tap WC, nothing like for you as a beginner, some of this means nothing to you because you don't really get it what they do, you know. So say control shift, you get out there. Okay, let's say type this and the name of the folder. Let me first, so let's use Africa or Ontario and Ontario. See, so it's telling us that when we type WC, so Ontario is a directory. Okay, 0 here. So WC, okay, Ontario is a directory. Now I want to show you guys the difference. Let me go back and type Hamilton, okay, Texas. I want you to see what they do. See, that's what we get here. 0 Hamilton text. Now, because you have to practice what they do. You cannot just, you have to practice it. So let's say W E things and we type Ontario. Ontario. And it's like similar. It's like same thing we did. Here, it's right. It's Linux. That's the one we're using. Right? You know, like for example, we have you know, when you're on a window, we have Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11. So let's see. Yeah, so this one is like for example, yeah, like the way I say, like we have a Windows 7, XP, 8. So this is like the version one, okay, the version one. EF. Oh, sorry. Oops. We got TF. So it's showing us a lot of stuff here inside. Showing us like the file system. We have the file system in the window. Okay, so watch my the other video before you watch this. Okay. E, huh? This one showing us all the stuff there. Some part of like configuration, the folder, the file. Yeah, so it's showing us find. So find, it's, you see, we have if you watch my the other video, you're gonna understand. We have the command, we also have the option, and we have the argument. You need to know these 3 parts, okay? If you're a beginner, you don't get it, please try to watch my the other video, you're gonna understand. Because you know, like for example, let's say I type ls. I'm just giving an example, okay? Ls, let's see. Let me go back a little bit. For example, something like this, right? So I have a command and I have the option. In some situation, I also have the argument. Huh? Yeah. So, oops. So you have to practice. Have to practice, practice, practice. Without practicing, you're not gonna get it. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So you see the way I did we did the lab. So like I said, if you don't get it, keep practicing. Okay? Watch over and over. It should be good. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna stop here for today. So thank you so much. In case you don't understand, please email me or contact me. I'm gonna try my best as I can to help you. So thank you so much. You guys take care. Bye bye.